takes a shot, score! It goes in! Huberdeau turns and shoots and scores! Keith fires and hits off the post, rebound, score! Hoogie-doogie-doo! Barkov between the legs, unbelievable! On, Barkov in front, hat-trick! Did you just do that?
Hey guys, what's going on? Georgia Game 6 here. This is my second time recording this video because I rewatched the one that I just recorded and there was no sound. My microphone was not connected, so if this one doesn't work, I'm going to bang my head against the wall. So, you guys probably haven't noticed, but I have made a few upgrades around the studio here. Not really upgrades, just kind of moving things around here. I moved the lighting so you guys can see me better, and there isn't really a shadow on my face as much anymore as there was before. It should be better. Got a different chair so it's more comfortable, more space. Took off the tablecloth over here, and that's pretty much it. Let's dive into the game as we have done 2 games in a row here. Let's dive right in. So, the Florida Panthers play the Arizona Coyotes tonight. Now, I watched the game while I was out at dinner, not really paying attention, and I will tell you quickly why. So, last night, the night before my first day back at school, and oh boy, it was brutal. So basically, I got home from hockey, and I realized that my essay wasn't really as good as I wanted it to be for English. So I deleted the whole thing, and then just decided to redo it. And that took 3 hours, like 3.5 hours. I went to bed at 3:30, and then I woke up at 6:30 for school, and that was brutal, like real bad. I was exhausted, and it was just really bad. So, yeah, one thing led to another. I'm exhausted. I worked all day at school, worked all day after school. Very boring day. Then I had to go out for dinner. Now I'm exhausted and making this post game, and the Panthers even lost. So let's get right to it. So the Florida Panthers are playing the Arizona Coyotes. I'm watching in a restaurant. The waitress is asking about the Panthers, which is pretty cool. And I'm only 18, and she looked like she was about 30 or something, which was like, doesn't matter. Let's get right to it. So the Florida Panthers are playing the Arizona Coyotes at BB&T Center. I wish I could have gone. I should be going on Thursday. But the Cats get off to a weak start as off a Taylor Hall power play shot. Yes, once again, our penalty kill is garbage. A shot by Taylor Hall is deflected by Dvorak, giving the Arizona Coyotes a 1-0 lead over the Cats. Nothing Drieger could do there on a deflection. The goal was reviewed for a second, but obviously it was confirmed right away as the deflection was below the crossbar from Dvorak. So we get a little bit later, not too long later, what great work by Noel Acciari. What great work. He forced the turnover, got it back to the point. Yandel takes the shot. Acciari gets the beautiful tip in, and the Cats have tied the game 1-1. Not too long later from that. Great play by Stillman. He gets it ahead. Mike Hoffman, 2-on-1 with Toninato. No way he's passing that puck. Mike Hoffman rips it right past the rookie goaltender. And the Panthers are now up 2-1. And I'm thinking, okay, guys, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what you got to do. And it just didn't seem like the Cats were gonna. There was like an inner feeling where you knew they were gonna lose this game, but you didn't think it was gonna really happen, but it did. And stressful, guys, stressful. So we get a little bit later, not too long later, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson gets a wide open on the left side and slap shot, short side on Drieger, right over the blocker, and nothing you can do on that one. Coyotes tie it 2-2. Not too long later from that, Arizona, another power play, and yep, he does it again. Taylor Hall rips it from the same circle, giving the Coyotes a 3-2 lead. And that will hold up to be the game winner as we got into the third. A lot of battles from the Panthers, a lot of battles from the Coyotes. We'll talk about that in a second, but no, breakaway. What a pass by Demers up for Carl Soderberg. He moves in on the backhand. He scores, making this a 4-2 game. And then as I turn the game off, of course, the former Panther prospect, first-round pick, Lawson Krause, gets the empty net goal for the Coyotes. And that was it. So, let's talk about why the Panthers lost tonight. First, we're going to address what happened that was good tonight. We're going to talk about the goaltending, guys. Chris Drieger was great. I'm not going to say he was sensational. I'm not going to say he was life-saving. He was great. He was good. He was great. It's a mix of those two. Drieger, I think, came out. He was ready to play. He saved their butts in the third period in the Florida Panthers. If it wasn't for him, this game could have been 5-2, 6-2 early in that third. He made some great saves. He made a few breakaway saves. He may have not been able to stop that one at the end, but he made a few breakaway saves in the game. Trust me. He even stopped Taylor Hall on a breakaway. So, on to the defense. The defense was like okay. It wasn't like what I would expect. I was expecting it to be worse, but nothing that really stood out. But this is what was disappointing. The offense. What is best for us didn't go well tonight. Our offense didn't really show up. The Barkov line was silent. The Trocheck line, they had a goal from Achari. The third line had a goal from Hoffman. The fourth line, what are you expecting really from your fourth line? Guys, the Cats, if they think that they're going to win hockey games, they got to be scoring goals. Like, it's kind of like, not exactly the situation, but it kind of reminds me of the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're not winning games unless they're scoring plenty of goals. That's kind of how it works with them. Like, right now in their winning streak, they're averaging like 6.8 goals a game, and then they're letting up around 4 goals a game average. That's not good, but it's working for them. We need to be scoring that much if we think we're going to win hockey games, because our defense and our goaltending right now for the moment is not strong enough to get us there. So, what did the Panthers miss tonight? Here's what it was. This was my main thing from tonight, besides the offense. Arizona plays a very tight game. They're one of the best defensive teams in the NHL. Here's what the problem was. When Arizona would play defense and they wouldn't allow the Florida breakout to get into the zone, Arizona would shut it down right away. Get that puck out, move it quick, and keep the Panthers out of their own defense, out of the Coyotes' defensive zone. That's what helped them. The Coyotes were pressing. They were aggressive. They wanted the battles more. And the Panthers just didn't seem to want it as much as Arizona did. When the Panthers are way more desperate for points right now than the Coyotes are most likely, like I'm saying 90-something% going to be in a playoff spot. Yet the Florida Panthers are barely battling for their lives here as we enter the second half of the season. Guys, it's time to turn it on. It's time to get all the gears going. Offense, defense, goaltending, strategy, everything. It's got to be going. And hopefully it gets better on Thursday against the Vancouver Canucks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video as the Panthers go down against the Arizona Coyotes 5-2. And I will see you on Thursday as we face the Vancouver Canucks.